Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So here's what happened. I was doing a reading for a client and all of a sudden the energies switched when this card came out to one for collective energies versus one for my client's energies. And I know my client very well, I know her energy, and so it was very interesting when I felt that energy switch to more of a collective nature and the messages that were coming out was more of a collective nature. So I feel very called to speak about this card and the messages that are coming through with this. Um, to my client who is watching this, this is going to be kind of part of your reading as well, as part of the collective. So take the messages as are resonating for you. That was your reading. So the card that came out was the Temple Path. And what we had been talking about was that, especially for this collective, the divine feminine is really pulling back her energy and surrendering to the connection. What we had done as divine feminines for, however long we've been on this journey, for me, it's been 2 years. For others, it's been a year. For others, it's been much, much longer. But divine feminines, no matter how long it's been, up until this point, now, where we are in the collective, where we are as far as divine timing, I should say, divine feminines have been putting in a lot of energy into the connection, a lot of work, active healing work into the connection. They've been doing guided meditations, they've been doing energy clearings, they've been doing journaling, they've been doing readings, watching readings, understanding this connection, understanding ascension, understanding awakening, really diving deep into themselves and their spiritual studies. Really aware of this connection, and because of this awareness of this connection, the divine feminine has truly been taking an active role in their own healing and the healing of this connection. And with the healing of this connection, they've also been helping to heal their divine masculine. They've been holding the light, and part of that holding the light was doing that healing work. Now, it's very important to understand that your divine masculine was doing the healing work right alongside you, energetically. They might not have been consciously aware of this connection, but they felt it. Even if they didn't truly understand it on a conscious level, or even if they didn't understand the journey or ascension or awakening, or if they didn't understand the depth of this connection quite yet, that's what they were awakening to in the past few months. That was the cycles that were closing out. That was part of their conscious awakening, their understanding of this connection, the understanding of the depth of this connection, and the true divine pure love of this soul to soul, heart to heart connection. However, their higher self has always been with you, healing alongside you, healing them alongside you. You have never been apart, truly. You have never been separate. Even if it looked like separation in the physical, emotional or physical separation, even if it looked like that in the physical 3D world, you are one, as one soul, as one divine soul, as counterparts, the masculine to the feminine. And you hold both energies within you. And they're calling me to say this again. We've channeled this a lot, but for those of you who are new to the channel, if you're a predominant feminine energy, you also hold masculine energy within you. And that energy within you, that masculine energy within you, is your divine masculine. If you're a predominant masculine energy, you also hold feminine energy within you. And that feminine energy is your divine feminine. With this soul connection, and we're particularly talking about twin flames, twin souls, divine counterparts, whatever label it is that you want to use, but we're particularly talking about that two parts to one whole connection, not two halves. They're emphasizing two parts to one whole, the yin and the yang. Two parts, two bodies coming here, and we've channeled this a lot, so check out the special channeled messages playlist if you want to learn more and go deep into this. You came as one soul in two bodies, displayed as masculine and feminine, to experience duality, to experience life almost at an accelerated rate for your own soul growth at an accelerated rate. And that soul growth also helps the universe's growth, the expansion of source energy itself. Through your growth and your learning, source energy, the creator, the universe itself, continues to evolve and expand alongside you, because that is a Trinity energy. You are one. Divine masculine energy, divine feminine energy, the divine itself. You are one, completely one. We channeled this a year ago from the very beginning. They showed it to me with the Three of Pentacles energy. It was like this: divine masculine, divine feminine, the divine. Or actually it was like this, and the divine. Months ago, they gave me a deeper level of understanding that it's actually like this, where it's completely merged. And even this doesn't fully do it justice, because even this has that division, even this has that separation, as you can see. But this is the closest they can get to showing you the complete blending and merging of energies, that you are one. You're connected to all living consciousness. You're connected to your brothers and sisters. You're connected to everything and everyone in this universe. But you're especially connected to each other, because you are one with each other. Divine masculine, divine feminine, two separate bodies, but you're one with each other. You might be experiencing this incarnation, this life, in two separate bodies. You've had your own individual experiences. You've had your own individual relationships. You've had your own individual challenges or struggles and celebrations and triumphs. But you have always done it together, because the divine masculine energy within you, divine feminine, is your divine masculine, displayed in another physical body, but that energy has always been with you. Their soul, their heart, their higher self, their energy has always been a part of you. Divine masculine, same for you. Your divine feminine has always been with you. Their energy, even though they might be in another physical body, that energy, that higher self, that soul, that heart has always been with you. That love has always been with you. And that's what this sacred union is all about. It's about that coming together, first understanding that connection in the higher realms, and then coming together in the physical. You manifest it as within, so without, as above, so below. As above, the fifth dimension and above, bringing that template down into our physical, tangible world. As within, what we feel within ourselves, in our heart chakra, the heart chakra being the bridge between the masculine energies of the lower chakras, the lower three chakras, I should say, the root, the sacral, and the solar plexus, and the higher chakras of the throat chakra, the brow chakra, and the crown chakra being the feminine energies. You hold both within you, but as the masculine rises and the feminine energy grounds that, brings that down for the masculine to ground it in the physical plane, you meet on the bridge of the heart, and that just extends outwards. From the heart, that's where you manifest into your physical world. That bridge of the heart is where you meet. That bridge of the heart is where that sacred union takes place. And then it manifests into your physical world. So we pulled this card, and what they pointed me to was the two and the one, being the balancing of the mind, body, and spirit. They're giving me another message just now that they're saying individually, the one and the two, this one being a new beginning, the two being a partnership, a new beginning of partnership, because you are balanced now within your mind, body, and spirit, and within your inner masculine and feminine energies. You have had that sacred union within, and now it is time for that sacred union without. And so what's happening is you're walking along this temple path. Now this is especially for the divine masculines. There was a message that, and I think we started with this, sorry, it kind of went off on a tangent because the energy is very, very strong right now. Divine feminines, you have been doing that active healing, but your divine masculine has been doing it well, as well. However, now is a time for you to surrender. Now is a time for you to let go. Now is a time for you to allow the unfolding, That is part of your divine feminine energy, stepping into that divinity, receiving now, allowing the flow of life and love to move through you. And part of that is surrender, so that your masculine can rise into their divine masculine energy, their own divinity. And that is what they're doing. That is what they have been doing for the past few months that we've been channeling, as they have become more awakened, but more awakened to this connection, more conscious of this connection. And so what's happening, what they're showing me is, Divine Feminines, you are in this temple. You are waiting here, not waiting as in delaying, putting life on hold, because that is how balanced you are. You are waiting in a way of holding space, waiting in a way of detachment, waiting in a way of, I know you're coming. I have full faith and belief in you, my divine masculine, that I don't have to take the lead of this connection anymore, because that is your role, divine masculine. It is your role to take the lead. It is your role to take action. It is your role to take authority. That is your predominant energy. And now that I am stepping into my predominant energy of receiving and allowing, I'm surrendered to that. I don't have to take that lead anymore. I don't have to take the control anymore. And we're not talking control in a manipulative way. We're not talking control in a corrupt way, just in a leadership way. This is a time still doing her healing work. Divine Feminine is still doing her work, because healing is constant. That is part of the evolutionary process. As your consciousness grows, so does your understanding. So does your healing work go deeper and deeper and deeper. But it's going to feel lighter. It's not going to feel like it did. It's not going to feel as intense. It's not going to feel as harsh, because you have put in that work. And Spirit's just coming in and saying, we are so proud of that. We are so proud of you for all of the work that you have done on yourself, for this planet, for your connection. But now is the time to acknowledge your divine masculine, that they have that strength and that courage and that masculine energy. I don't know how else to describe this energy. They have that masculine energy to rise up now and take the lead. So now it's time for you to pull back and surrender, as they are walking up the path towards you. Now, what they were showing me was this spiral here. This spiral is, we're in Scorpio season, we're in Mercury retrograde. We just had the 11/11 portal and the full moon, bringing in some very intense but beautiful energies. This is new beginning energy. New beginning, no looking back. The past is in the past. That is really what this 11/11 portal and full moon definitively gave us, a new beginning. And we are walking forward now. Mercury retrograde ends next week. Scorpio season also ends next week. But what those two energies did was it brought whatever still lay in our subconscious to the surface. Whatever fears, whatever blocks, whatever traumas, whatever still needed to be healed, whatever still needed to be acknowledged, was bringing all that continued layers up to the surface. And that's what we're talking about. It's a layer. It's a spiral. Evolution is a spiral. Consciousness is a spiral. The more you think you know, the more there is to learn. There's always more to learn. Your healing, your evolution, your learning is never, ever done. Ever. That is the beauty of evolution. Because you are constantly changing, but you have to allow yourself to change. So, Divine Feminines, you have already walked this path. Divine Feminines, you might still be walking that path. Like I said, the healing's never done, the journey's never done, the evolution. But as far as this phase, you've walked this path. And you're waiting in that temple now. Your divine masculines are now continuing to go deep within themselves to bring up any subconscious blocks and fears. It might come in the way of triggers. It might come in the way of challenges. It might come in the way of external struggles. But they are bringing up to the surface any of, and working through, Spirit is saying, working through those fears to come towards you, because they're also coming towards themselves. This is the sacred temple of their own heart, and you are there waiting for them. You are in their heart. This is their own divinity that they are heading towards, that they are evolving into, that they are now conscious of, and they are racing towards that. Because look at this light that's surrounding it. This is a light that you're holding, divine feminines. This is the light of their own soul and their own heart. And they want that. And they're moving towards that. They're moving towards you. And what they're also showing me is that they are, you see, this is the end of the path. They've come a very, very long way to get here. And now they are here. They are at the tail end of that phase of their journey. And now they're ready to walk up these steps and join you. To join you in that heart space. To join you in that inner sanctum. To have that displayed in the physical as a sacred union, a sacred partnership in the physical realm. They are ready for this partnership. They are ready for this relationship. They are ready for this love. They are wanting this love. They are ready to meet you because they are ready to finally put down that final layer of mask and meet themselves. This is their heart. This is their soul. I'm hoping that this is coming across well, that I'm translating correctly, because the power and the energy of this image is just so overwhelming. This is their soul. This is their divinity. This is their sanctuary within themselves. This is them in their own divine right. This is them, so powerful and so beautiful and so pure. And you are right there with them in that sanctuary. And as they are coming into balance with themselves, they are rising to meet you in that inner sanctuary, bringing that sacred union, that merging of the energies, because you've already merged in the higher. You've already become one in that sacred union within. Now it's like joining together in the physical realm, in that partnership, in that relationship, whatever that looks like for you. In this love, in this pure love. And look at all these lights. They're giving me the energies of fairies here. Look at all these lights. Look at all this divine guidance. Look at all this beauty, this lush landscape. This is the next phase of this journey for the both of you, walking forward together. That path of individuality is done. It's over. It's complete. That's what they're completing now. Now they're ready to walk up those steps, take hold of your hand, greet each other with the warmest of smiles, the warmest of embraces, the warmest of light within you both, of pure divine love, unconditional love within you both. And say, okay, now let's journey together from here. Because this is your abundance. You are each other's abundance. You are each other's love. You are each other's sanctuary, your safe haven. You are each other's temple. And so you honor each other and you cherish each other as such from here on out. Okay, they just pulled back. That was incredible, incredible. I'm going to get a message from my own message deck and just see what you guys have to say to each other based on this energy. This is my Conversations with Counterparts, Volume 1. It's available in my Etsy shop. Link is below. Is there any additional message, Spirit? Any additional message? Divine Feminine to Divine Masculine. Divine Feminine. What does Divine Feminine want to say to the Divine Masculine? Too many. You feel like home to me. Yes. That is this sanctuary. That is this safe haven. That is this temple. You are home to each other. You are home to each other. And she is waiting in the home of your heart. Just like you, Divine Masculine, have always been in the home of her heart. Divine Masculine to Divine Feminine. Please trust me. Divine Masculine is completing this cycle. Trust and have faith, Divine Feminines. This is that surrender energy. They're asking you to surrender so that they can continue to rise into their divinity, so they can come in that leadership role, in that Divine Masculine role, that protector, that support, that lover, so they can come to you because they're coming home to themselves, which means they're coming home to you. So trust in this, have faith in this, surrender to this. Oh my gosh, this is just stunning, stunning energy. Whew. Okay, you guys, I had intended on doing a reading today, but I think that's it. So we're going to end here. I'm going to wish you guys a wonderful weekend, and we'll see what I'm called to do next week. Again, I am kind of taking off for the month, but we'll just see where the energy leads. I'm sending you guys so much love, so much light, and we'll see you soon. Bye.